5 minutes.
Good morning, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak on the Cooke report here today, and delighted the Minister is here present. The detail that came out of the Cooke report and the whole furore that there had been at the time, to me, points to an example as to how we have to be so careful to not have trial by media. And the establishment of the Cooke investigation, if you like, that led to this report was really, really crucial, because you take the sting out of the sensational headlines and you have a detailed analysis, and the facts that you end up with, as has been said here earlier, end up being very, very different than what was portrayed at the time. And there's a lot of concern as to how the damage that has been done throughout that process. But I do want to mention one fact, that there was plenty of commentators in the media attacked any politician who questioned where the leak had come from initially. As if that we were trying to circumvent or distract from the overall case as they had found it. So they acted like judge and jury with the issue, and didn't even want to look at where it came from. In light of the details of the Cooke report and the details that have come out, I think it's even more prevalent now as to where that leak came from and what was the motivation behind it. Because, I don't hear those media commentators being nearly as loud now as they were. Cooke, Fennelly and Gearan reports are and have been very important for us to address issues and deficiencies in how our Garda Síochána are run, the oversight that there is, and the relationship between the state, the Oireachtas and the force itself. This period also has, however, been quite damaging from the perspective of morale of the force and public confidence in Gardaí. If there is the need for cultural change in how we police in this country, then we must address that. But overcome any changes must be that we have a police force that has the full confidence of the public, and a force that is motivated and enthused in the role that they do. I have a number of very close friends who are members of Garda Síochána, and I'm taken aback by the sacrifice that they make in the role of public service, and how importantly they treat their role, the bravery they show in protecting the citizens of this state, and the sacrifice that they make not only to their own personal safety, but the sacrifice to make from a family basis. You know, working nights is never nice, and it is very difficult. And in particular, I know one couple close to home where the husband and wife are both Gardaí, and they meet each other coming in and out the door, taking in shifts to mind the kids, and that's a level of sacrifice. I also haven't been a public representative. I work closely on the joint policing committees in Athy and Newbridge and the County Kildare joint policing committee, and to see community Gardaí working with the state authorities, the local authorities and residents associations and politicians alike is a really good way of addressing issues and working together to solve problems. A couple of years ago we had the closure of a couple of Garda stations in South Kildare, and I attended one large public meeting where people were in a community that had lost a Garda station were very upset. And I quickly realised they were upset not at losing the building, but at the sense of losing their guard. Everyone seemed to have this local guard's mobile number. He was the quintessential, and still is, the quintessential local community guard who was available to the community 24/7. And their fear was that they would lose him, and it was a testament to the high regard he was held in. While that station is closed, that guard got a new car, a squad car, and does regular policing in the area, does his patrols, has clinics in the area, and the community, while they would have liked to retain their station, his role in the community is maintained. And in any reform, Minister, we have to look, as we establish an independent policing authority before the end of the year, we must ensure that we reinforce the supports to the Gardaí, who has, and the Gardaí like that, who have gained the respect of their whole community. Investment in resources to aid the Gardaí in their day-to-day role is crucial if we as a government are to regain their trust, that we are all working together and supporting each other, and proving that our regard for the job that Garda Síochána do is not just lip service. Minister, I know from my individual discussions with you that you understand and get the responsibility that is now on our shoulders, to not just reform but also to embolden the men and women who police this state. And I look forward to working with you in delivering a new era of policing, while not losing the strengths the force have and exist. We in Fine Gael are the party of law and order, and maybe some media commentators might have thought we lost our way in this, but we certainly haven't. And as we head into a new period of reform and change, we are the right people. And your Minister, I have great confidence in your ability to bring about that change while drawing on the strengths that we have. One other point I would like to raise is a Kildare issue in particular, Minister, that I've raised with you separately. The ratio of our population to Gardaí in Kildare, for historical reasons, this is a particular problem. We've seen a huge, massive explosion in population. Kildare now has a population of over 200,000 people, and the amount of Gardaí we have in the county it does not reflect the population size we have. We do need more resources. We need to get a fair slice of the recruits that come out of Templemore, and we need to adequate resources that are there for the Gardaí we have. And I look forward to working with you to ensure that we deliver that.
Thank you, Deputy. The next speaker is Deputy Farrell. You have 5 minutes.